Hello viewers, and welcome to more coverage on the Crew 2. I'm sure many of you, if you see this, will probably be playing the beta and enjoying it yourselves. There's a few surprises in there in terms of the vehicle selection. You can see one of the areas here where you can see various vehicles, and you can take them for a spin or a fly or whatever takes your fancy. But one of the vehicles that surprised me was the inclusion of the Red Bull RB13, which you can see here, wonderfully modelled, looks incredibly realistic, really detailed, and I'm very impressed with what they have here. I'm especially impressed with the paint job. Really impressive matte paint job they've given it that looks 100% authentic. So visuals of the car, bang on. Audio, again, very impressive. Viewpoints all work very well. I'm playing with a controller, obviously, so first time driving the car, you're always a little bit tentative in terms of where the brakes and where it is under you, and then gradually apply a bit more speed. You'll have some no comment in a moment, so you guys can just enjoy the engine sounds while I take it for a tour. But either way, this was very impressive. I think it just shows the detail in the Crew 2 in terms of the curation of the vehicles that are in there, the detail of the environments, the graphics, the audio. The whole package is incredibly polished, and there's an enormous amount of detail in there. I'm really just very impressed every time you're finding something new, a completely different aspect to do with racing, whatever that racing may be, and you're finding it in there to discover it and race it. I look forward to progressing in the game. Obviously I'm doing a test drive here, but I'm certainly looking forward to progressing through the game and trying it with assists on and off. This had some assists on here, just starting the game, but when you've got the time to turn off those assists. I then came back to it later in my session. This was a couple of hours later. I decided, you know, let's go back to that Red Bull, having tested many cars. The Alpha Mark II there, Formula 1 cars of the future. You'll see those overtaking me in the video. They are super quick. I look forward to taking those for a spin and trying the game with the steering wheel. You know, seeing how it handles with the wheel with the assist off. In terms of the feeling, the acceleration. I think one thing to note is not only the engine note, but also the traction and tyre sound, stuff like that. Really impressive in terms of spot effects and details in there. So just trying the different viewpoints, having a little muck around there, seeing what works, and you can see some of the other vehicles I've had access to, and going through various options as well. I wanted to give you guys some of the no comment so that you can hear it, but obviously I wanted to turn down the music before showing that aspect of it, so that's why I thought let's do this later in the video. But I thought, why not give you guys a look at the options there as well. So let's turn down that music, and then I can give you guys a punch of the audio in a slightly extended run now. I actually own the car at this point, and having a cruise round, getting up to speed. And then you'll just see here a couple of cars whizzing past me. Goodness, ridiculous speed. And I realise actually it seems to be, even though it set me going around the track in this direction, everybody else seems to be going the other direction. So I'm going to turn around and see if I can catch them, give me something to race. And then just, I don't know where I'm going, I will point out in this video. I'm just sort of following others or just trying to learn where the circuit goes. But it's a really nice test circuit. Lots to explore, and I look forward to finding more in the final game. But I'm going to leave you with a little bit of gameplay just on the Crew 2 here, racing around in the Red Bull RB13.
picked up new followers for that action move you just did. Everyone you pull from now on gets you more followers, so knock yourself out.
So I hope you enjoyed that bit of gameplay. Thoroughly enjoyed it myself, and look forward to testing the game further once we receive a final build. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.